So before the video starts, the Teen Girls Thoughts is going to be my little YouTube series. In case you didn't know, I think I've mentioned it a good couple of times. My only thing is that there's going to be some topics in some of these videos that could be uncomfortable or triggering to some viewers. So that's the only thing I want to put out there. Like, if that's not okay with you, then don't watch. I'll put specific little things in the description or at the beginning of each Teen Girls Thoughts, just so you know what you're getting into. Again, all of these are my personal writings throughout my years, throughout the years. I started writing at 13. I'll be 18 very soon. And there's a lot of points throughout my writing where it's just what you could say abusive. There's a lot of, I grew up with a narcissist. There's a lot of these things. There's a lot of points where you're like, oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Any little warnings will be at the beginning of each little Teen Girls Thoughts. But besides that, I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's me. And this is the first official episode of the Teen Girls Thoughts. This episode is titled Overflowing Emotions, and this is my first writing I ever did, and I was 13 when I did this. This was back in 2021. Now, how does this Teen Girls Thoughts work? That's what we're going to figure out. We're going to read, and then after reading, I'll be analyzing different little spots and stuff. I'll either insert clips or do it at the end. I'll probably do insert clips. We'll see. Okay. Crying and laughing, wanting to scream and rage, but falling down a rabbit hole of fears and tears. Mad at you, disappointed while I try to hold my tears back as they run down my cheeks and onto my sleeves. Laughing in disbelief at the realization of manipulation. And I put a point right there. When I wrote this, plenty of these, but between 13 to 14, 15, I'd say was my roughest period in time. During this moment, from when I had written this, I had a breakdown. I had a breakdown in front of my narcissistic parent, and with that breakdown came a lot of realizations. Like I mentioned, the manipulation, etc., the gaslighting. And throughout that, with my little breakdown, I'm laughing, I'm crying, I'm in disbelief. She says to me, but I was just staring quiet. During this period of time as well, I had this phone, which I call the classic phone because it's where random stuff happened. And maybe I'm probably going to get into that later on because that itself is a whole different story. But that night she had taken my phone away and we were at a relative's house and then we went back home. That drive, terrible. I'm telling you, I got said things A to Z. I was told that I was a piece of etc. And once we get back home, we're in the room, not even home. Once we get back to that place, we are in the room and she's looking at me and she's like, "You're such a liar. You're always playing the victim. You're so manipulative. You're always gaslighting people. You do this, that, etc." And then once I have my breakdown because I'm laughing and crying, I'm in disbelief. I'm like, me? The child? The 13-year-old? Is all of this? Oh, are you sure it's not you? I get told oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're psychotic. Oh, you're laughing and crying at the same time? Seriously? You're mental. You've lost it, etc. It was disgusting. Okay? It was a disgusting period of time. And none of that should have ever happened. But let's get back to the rest of the writing. Is this what you wanted? Was it not something you expected from me? You asked if I love you, but did you? Do I not deserve an explanation for your wording? Were you frustrated, disappointed, pissed off at me? Am I currently not something you would have wanted me to be when I was born? Yes. Within that same night, I got asked, which to me, that's just a manipulation tactic. Like, do you not love me? Like, do you even love me? Like, you're a liar. You don't love me, do you? You don't love me. You're nuts. You're nuts. What do you mean I don't love you? Do you love me? Anyhow, where we stopped, or was it? Am I currently not something you wanted me to be when I was born? Now, I had freshly turned 13. You know, I'm experiencing things. Like, there's all these hormones hitting me. God, like, I'm trying to figure out my identity. I'm trying to figure out who I am. Like, during this period of time, again, it was like COVID and lockdown and stuff. I swear everybody wanted to be gay. I still am, though. You know, I'm bi. But this was also a period of time where I tremendously disliked myself. Like, I mean, like, I literally would say the most negative stuff to myself in the mirror. I couldn't stand looking at myself. And that's terrible. Like, I had such low self-esteem. And it got to the point, I felt like that maybe it would have been better if I was, you know, born the opposite gender. Like, maybe if I was male, I wouldn't be like this. Maybe I would get much more freedom. Maybe I wouldn't be treated the same, etc. And so, you know, throughout all of this, there was a point where she was like, just accept that you're lesbian. I'm not. I'm bi. Like, why can't you accept me the way that I am? You feel me? Like, why can't you accept your daughter the way that she is? Why can't you be there for her? Instead, you're putting her through all these traumatic events that were completely unnecessary just to make yourself feel better. Let's continue. I'm sorry I make mistakes, but isn't that all part of life? I've accepted and forgiven your mistakes. Will you do the same for mine? I grow and learn daily as I try to understand and control each and every one of my emotions and feelings. You know, again, I am freshly 13. I'm trying to navigate my way through life. I'm trying to learn. Like, I'm going through all these changes inside of me, like my emotions, my feelings, etc. And, you know, I forgave her many, many times. I would defend her many times, which you'll see in later episodes. You know, because that's my parent. You feel like that's my mother, okay? And as a child, you know, not having the other parent, and then you have a narcissistic mother, and you're living with her, you're growing with her, you, at least for me, like, I just wanted my mom, okay? I just wanted to be her baby again, okay? And I didn't get that. I just wanted to be loved, and that I didn't get that, okay? And all these times that I would, like, defend and forgive her, like, oh, you know, like, she's a person too, like, she's learning too, I'm sure she didn't mean it, etc., etc. It sucks, because I've always been so understanding and so patient, and I never received that back. Emotions and feelings. Sometimes days can be hard for me as I hide them. Sometimes all I want is a hug while hearing it's okay. I'll hold you in my arms as long as you need. I love you. I miss you as much as you miss me. I continue to daydream of my future life as I drown in music, riding an emotional roller coaster of what I think to be death. You know, again, like I mentioned earlier, this period of time was very difficult for me. It was very hard. I was honestly very depressed. I didn't like myself, you know. I had all these issues going on. I mean, I was full of anxiety, the depression, the not wanting to see myself. Like, I would go out and I would cover my face. Like, I would go out and I had the baggiest clothing on because I did not want to be there. I didn't want to be existing around all of these people. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want any attention towards me. I was like the quietest ever. I didn't want to be around anything. Does that make sense? And like I mentioned, like all I needed was like love and affection. All 13-year-old me wanted was to be loved. She just needed a hug. She wanted a hug. She wanted someone to be there for her. And she didn't have that. She didn't. It growing up, you go through so much, especially once all of this hits you, like you don't know what's going on, okay? And all you need in that period of time is someone to be there for you, to come for you, to understand you, because they're the adults, okay? They're the adults, and they should be able to understand everything that you've gone through because they were once teenagers as well. I'm going to say this right now, and I'll probably mention it multiple times throughout my episodes. It's their first time living, not their first day. They know better than that. They know how to differentiate between right and wrong. They shouldn't be treating you like that. I should have never been treated like that. I didn't deserve that. Okay? I was a kid. I didn't deserve to go through everything that I went through. It was entirely unnecessary. If they could have just been adults and taken accountability and taken their time to heal whatever pain and trauma they had within, to become a better person for themselves, for the people around them that love them, that care for them, for their kids, this would have never been the outcome. Okay? None of this should have ever happened. All right? I was a kid. Be better. Be a better person. Be a better mother. Be a better father. Be a better parent. Figure yourself out. This should never be the outcome for anybody. Your kid doesn't deserve to go through any of this. It's unnecessary. Okay? They're kids. It's their first time living. They are allowed to make mistakes. You shouldn't scold them for making dumb mistakes. You should sit down with them and be like, hey, let's work on this, this, and this. Work with your kids, okay? Hold their hand, be like, hey, I'm here for you every step of the way. I understand that it's hard, and I understand that it's difficult, and let's work on this together, okay? It's not that hard. People make it difficult for no reason. It has never been that hard. It has never been that difficult. That's all for this Teen Girls Thoughts episode.